What's up, guys? What's going on? It's Lugo back again with Fat to Fit, day 58. And today we hit some back, biceps, and rear delts. I started off with some RDLs, and these were fun to do. I had a good time doing RDLs, but I misloaded because I was using kilograms. This rack was like the only one near the platforms. I could have done it in a cage, but I kind of wanted to use these bumpers. I don't know, for some reason it just feels better when I'm doing RDLs to use bumpers. But I was like, man, I misloaded the first set. Also I did hanging leg raises in between these just to get some core work, and I really like them for deloading my back, and it makes me feel good. But back to the loading. You see, I misloaded. I thought 87 kilos was what I was supposed to be doing, which is 191, and I thought I was a little bit over. But then I looked at my program that I wrote, and it said 195. So I was 4 pounds under after the first set, and I was like, you know what? I was like, I don't care. I'm just gonna go up. I'm gonna add 5 or not 5 kilos, 10 kilos, and go from 80 kg to 90, which is 198 pounds. And I was like, I'm not gonna stress it. I already did one set. I don't want to do another set. I almost wanted to do 3 sets, but then I was like, there's no reason for me to sit here and do 4 sets when all I need to do is three. Um, and after the third set, my posterior chain was already feeling kind of smoked, especially since I do hamstrings the day after this on leg day, um, or on my quad day, quad focus. I usually do like 2, maybe 3 sets of a certain hamstring movement just to get in more volume and higher frequency. And then I tried this new, well, it's not new here, but it was new when I saw it initially. It's been here for I think a few years already. But I have just got back, and it's my first time using any type of pullover machine. And if I'm being honest, I always thought this was a lot better than it was. And I don't know, for whatever reason, I was kind of disappointed for the force curve because I didn't particularly know how to use this machine. And what I mean by that is, you see, my elbows are not really touching the pad. And I kept kind of going between my elbows on the pad and gripping the metal. Like, I started off gripping the metal, elbows not touching the pad. And then throughout the set, I would, switch it. And it's just to feel what feels better. And I honestly could not tell you because it felt better to have my hands on the metal and my elbows not touching the pad on my lats, but it also got a lot of tricep involvement. Like, my triceps were lit up during this, and I wasn't a fan of that. So I kept trying to switch over and see what would be better, but I don't remember why the elbows on the pad felt bad. I think it might have been something to do with some shoulder discomfort, and I didn't feel that when my hands were on the metal instead of elbows on the pad. But it felt really hard on my triceps, uh, in almost like a bad way. I don't know why. Maybe it's just I need more of a lat warm up for this one, just to make sure my lats are pre-exhausted, so that way they take over more than any other muscle. But it's weird because I thought that this would really get my lats on fire, and it kind of did, but it felt weird. Um, and I think I'm more of a fan of the cable straight arm pull downs with like a rope or a bar. Um, but we'll see. We'll test that. And I moved on to my favorite pull down variation. This is one of my favorite movements for lat and like back in general. This is an Arsenal strength single arm pull down. Um, and I like these more than just like kneeling stuff or any other thing, just because of how it's positioned, uh, how tall it is. You can get a really nice stretch, and the stability from being able to. lock your legs in place. I think there's a better version of this from Nautilus, the company Nautilus. They make a like a single arm pull down as well, but instead of facing out, or would it be facing out like my knees are facing out? It would be facing in the other way. The seat would be flipped, and I would be pulling the arms the other way down. I don't know if you can understand what I'm saying. I'm kind of just yapping, but uh, this is a really nice machine, and I think I advise anyone who does single arm pull downs, kneeling, if you have this machine, to do the seated version. It's just so much better. You get a really nice, good stretch, and you don't have to worry about any stability concerns. And I was, dude, this one lit me up really, really hard. I think even when I used to do these, I never really got that good of a stretch. Like I was really letting my arm and my scapula rock forward here and kind of like leaning my left arm really up to try to get it and then trying to pull my scapula down as I was uh as I was pulling down. And yeah, it felt really good. I ended up doing, I think it was like 45 or 35. And I'm kind of surprised that I'm still well, that I'm strong. I know that the last time I did these, I was like cutting weight a lot and I was already down like at 230. But I was only doing a little bit more than this, like 40 or 55, maybe 60 pounds. And this is 45 for the top set and 35 pounds for the back downs, which is, I don't know how much the lever arm weighs, but it's not that much. But given that it's a single arm movement, and I'm barely starting, it's work. I'm working on it. Really like this one for unilateral efficiency. And I think that I in between the first set, I didn't rest that much, but in between the second set, this one, I waited about a minute. I drank some water, drank some of my intra workout, changed some songs, and then I really went in after a minute, just to try to make sure that I could get a equal amount of reps. And then I moved on to this Arsenal Strength chest supported row with adjustable handles and adjustable platform, and this is one hard machine. I had to adjust the foot pad to be higher. My chest could be higher than the pad because my ribs were like shanking into the pad and it was not feeling good. So I had to really adjust it hard. I only do 2 sets here because this is just an upper back movement, and I alternate my back days. My first back day is more upper back, mid back focused, and like a little bit of the teres with pull downs, wider pull downs. And my second back day is a little bit more lat focused, but I still do one of or two lat movements, one upper back movement, like more mid back focused, and then on my first day I do two upper back movements, and I try to have one lat focused movement, and it was a row the last time. This time it was two pull down or a pull over, a pull down, and a chest supported row. But I think T-bar rows are really good. Like any chest supported row is really good for back development. I've been doing a lot of barbell rows just to try them again. And I'm kind of a fan, kind of not a fan, stability thing. Um, but they're fun, honestly. Like just rowing a bunch of weight, even though I'm not that strong right now, it's just always been something that I find very, very fun. And I really want to get to rowing two plates with like a pretty decent form and stretch. And I think that will really reflect in my back when I could do that. I'll have like a decent back. And one of these days when I get a little bit lighter, I'm gonna have to take a back pump because I can already feel like my back getting bigger, and not in a bad way. Like my lats are getting bigger, my mid back. I can just feel it. You can feel when you have a really muscular back in a shirt. There's just a different feel, especially when it just like drapes over your back. There's like really no better feeling when you're wearing a shirt. just like it's just draping and you just feel fucking jacked. It just feels amazing. But I did these behind the back curls here. Um, they felt good. I don't know. I've always been wary of doing behind the back stuff with biceps because it really taxes my front delt sometimes. But that really felt good, um, and it really got my biceps super pumped. And then I moved on to these shrugs, which I can already tell. I don't remember how long I've been doing shrug movements. But I can tell, like, when I was looking in the mirror, I was like, "Yo, my traps are actually getting pretty developed here." Like, I don't look like I don't have traps anymore. I know before I wasn't really a huge trap enjoyer of the movement, but, like, I can tell that it's working right now. Um, and that feels really good, it feels good to look big in shirts, not just fat. But here I did some face pulls trying to let my scapula rock forward and, stretch out. Oh, and honestly, fuck the face pulls because I was doing these machine preacher curls, and this was rough because the first set was 35, and I did 28 reps because I just kept going, and I think I could have done, like, 30, and so I was like, "I'm just gonna do 1 more set. I'm gonna go heavy, and then I'm gonna do a triple drop set." So I started with 65. I think I got 8 around here, and then I dropped to oh, it's not a triple drop set, it's a double drop set. I dropped to 45 here, and, I think I did, like, 6 reps, and then I dropped to 25, and I just pumped it out till my arms couldn't go up anymore. Just 'cause I wanted to try doing these again because I haven't done a drop set in a while, and, this machine was feeling a lot better than I, anticipated, really. But it was nice. Really showing off the forearm games. I don't know why my camera lost focus here, but it kinda made me mad when I was when I was looking at it. It must have been somebody dropped something or whatever 'cause, it usually only loses focus when, there's movement around. But this was a really nice workout. Got a good bicep pump. I told myself I was gonna take a picture so I could see my arm gains a little bit, but I forgot. There's not a mirror in the restroom, and I had to go up some stairs if I really wanted to see it, and I was like, "Dude, I'm tired, my legs are sore, I'm just gonna go." But I will get one next time, I promise. Maybe a leg pump tomorrow, but if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 59.